Maven lifecycles and phases. Dark ones are frequently used in Maven. Here you can see Maven lifecycles and phases. Dark ones are the frequently used. Here the all here you can see the all build phases of the default, clean, and site lifecycles, which are executed in the order given up to the point of the one is specified. Here you can see clean lifecycle, pre-clean, execute processes needed prior to the actual process cleaning. Clean paste, remove all files generated by the previous build. Post clean, execute processes needed to finalize the project cleaning. Here you can see default lifecycle. Here you can see validate the project is correct and all necessary information is available. Here you can see the pace initialize build state. For example, set properties or create directories. Here you can see generate sources. Generate any source code for inclusion in compilation. Paste process sources. Process the source code, for example, to filter any values. Generate resources for inclusion in the package. Process resources, copy and process the resources into the destination directory ready for packaging. Compile the source code of the project. Paste here the process classes. Post-process the generated files from compilation, for example, to do bytecode enhancement on Java classes. Generate test sources. Generate any test source code for inclusion in compilation. Process test sources. Process the test source code, for example, to filter any values. Generate test resources. Create resources for testing. Process test resources. Copy and process the resources into the test destination directory. Here you can see process test classes. So in this diagram, one process is missing, is called test compile after test process test resources. In test compile the test source code into the test destination directory. Then process test classes. Post process the generated text generated file from the test compilation. For example, to do bytecode enhancement on Java classes, the paste test, run test using a suitable unit testing framework. These tests should not require the code be packaged or deployed. Prepare package. perform any operations necessary to prepare a package before the actual packaging. This is often result in an unpacked processed version of the package. Take the compile code and package it in its distributable format, such as a jar. Pre-integration test. Perform actions required before integration tests are executed. This may involve things such as setting up the required environment. Integration test. Process and deploy the package if necessary into an environment where integration tests can be run. And there's another page called post integration test. It's not shown here. Perform actions required after integration tests have been executed. This may include cleaning up the environment. And then verify. Run any checks to verify the package is valid and meets quality criteria. Then install the package into the local repository for use as a dependency in other projects locally. Deploy done in an integration or release environment copies the final package to the remote repository for sharing with other developers and projects. Here site lifecycle. The paces are here, and pre-site execute processes needed prior to the actual project site generation. Generate the project site documentation here, site. And post site execute processes needed to finalize the site generation and to prepare for site deployment. Site deploy the generated site documentation to the specified web server. And here you can see the paces. So here you can see in clean lifecycle, pre-clean is connected to clean, and clean is connected to post-clean. In default lifecycle, validate is connected to initialize. Initialize is connected to generate resources, and it is connected to process resources, and it is connected to generate source. Initialize is connected to generate sources. Generate sources is connected to process sources. Generates and process sources is connected to generate resources. Generate resources is connected to process resources. Process resources is connected to compile. Compile is connected to process classes. Process classes is connected to generate test resources. Generate test resources is connected to process test resources. Process test resources is connected to generate test. Process classes is connected to generate test sources. Generate test sources is connected to process test sources. Process test sources is connected to generate test resources. Generate test resources is connected to process test resources. Process test resources is connected to test compile. It's not shown here. Test compile is connected to process test classes. Process test classes is connected to test. Test is connected to prepare package. Prepare package is connected to package. Package is connected to pre-integration test. Pre-integration test is connected to integration test. Integration test is connected to post-integration test, not shown here. And post-integration test is connected to verify. Verify is connected to install, and install is connected to deploy. In site lifecycle, pre-site is connected to site, and site is connected to post site, and post site is connected to site deploy. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.